1, 2, 3, 4. Test. Hello. Welcome back to the Dating and Marriage Podcast. What's up, dudes?
This is Erin.
First, yeah.
I'm Laura.
Hello.
And we're really happy to have you guys.
Just fair warning. I'm getting over a little schmeh
cold.
from last week. I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm more nasally. So if I sound nasally, yes, that is correct. I am nasally. I'm feeling good. It's been about 7 days. Thanks to my wife. I didn't have any fever or anything. She took care of me good.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't know what she's doing. Anyways, if you're new, welcome. This is the Dating and Marriage Podcast, where we talk about dating and marriage from a biblical perspective, the right way, God's way, Jesus' way. All things about it, dating and marriage.
We have something super special to share with you guys today. So, as you know, this is our mascot, Nanner Duck.
Oh, yes.
Well, Nanner Duck has been doing his homework because obviously he's been listening to our podcasts, and he is officially dating.
It's crazy.
And
It's absolutely insane.
she's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely insane.
So now we have two Nanner Ducks, Nanner Duck girl and Nanner Duck boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Bills lost last week. 2 weeks ago. I'm okay. We're okay. We're going to do okay. We're going to be okay. Today's a little tough for me, but we're going to get over it. We're going to have some food. We're going to hang out with some friends at Mike and Jen. That's going to be good. We're going to be okay.
Well, my birthday was last week.
Yep.
So
what did we do for your birthday?
we went to, so my best friend actually took me snowboarding. That was the big highlight. And then on the day of my actual birthday, just a side note, pray for your best friend because God's going to send you somebody really special. Anyways, and then Erin took me out to dinner on my actual birthday. And then on Saturday, we hung out with your parents. And then we also went to dinner. And then that's where Nanner Duck met his girlfriend.
Had dinner?
Well, at your parents' house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically.
Yeah.
My sister bought it for Laura.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my goodness. It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah. Absolutely same. And we went to the Crab King.
The Crab King. The King Crab.
King Crab.
If you know where that's from, you're real.
The King Crab. We went there for dinner. Got some crab bowl. And yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
Great birthday.
Mm-hmm. It really was.
Got hooked up. It was dope. It was
Yeah.
a good time.
Yep.
What are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to talk about the subject of control. So control in a relationship, in dating. And we're going to talk about a specific subject, which a lot of people have questions about, which is online dating as a Christian.
Ooh. Christian mingle.
Christian mingle. I don't actually think people use that anymore. I think Hinge is the big one from what I'm gathering from some of my friends.
Yeah.
That's the thing, Hinge. But you can design your profile to look a certain way, I guess.
She's looking at me like I know.
I don't know. Maybe Erin knows something.
I did have a Hinge account long time ago. And yes, you can put pictures and prompts, questions or things that are engaging. You can click on or
Yeah.
But what else is there? There's Tinder.
Oh yeah, Tinder's the other one.
Bumble. I don't even know if these are a thing though.
I don't know. All I know is Hinge seems to be the one that people are using. It's the safest one. Air quotes around safest. If you have to say something safest, that's a big red flag in itself.
Safest.
So, but okay, so Aaron, since you've used a dating app, I personally never have, even before I was a Christian. Um, but why? What was the draw to use one for you personally?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say for me, it was because I was kind of lazy, honestly. Like I didn't want to like go and hang out and meet people like normally. I feel like that way it was very easy to see who else, because you also don't want to run into the instance where it's like, oh, you think someone's attractive, you start talking to them, and oh, it's instant. You're shut down because they're already in a relationship, or you know, whatever. It saves you, I think, from the rejection, kind of um, softly. And I think a lot of people are drawn to that because it's like now your scope is both broadened and your rejection scope is narrow because you don't have to deal with the rejection part of it as much. I think that's what draws people to it, but it's a slippery slope in the sense of, at least for me, I found myself and the Lord revealed it to me that it was like a tool for pride. And I was like, because I wasn't really using it how like you were like intended to use it, where it's like, you meet someone on the thing and then you go on a date, you meet them in person. For me, it was just like, oh, like look at my likes. Like I got all these likes. Like who cares? Like for me, like I'm not trying to brag. Like I'm just telling you what the Holy Spirit revealed to me. It was just like, hey, dude, like what are you doing? Like you're not meeting anyone, and you're not using this obviously for my glory. So why even have it? And he revealed to me later that it was like a control thing. Like I'm kind of trying to control the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so obviously I deleted it and didn't even need it because I ended up meeting my wife in church. So boom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I personally have never like I've never ventured in that area. I think that like people have like they've reached out to me on Instagram and stuff like that, but it was super inorganic for me because I'm a pretty social human. So
It's
I
true.
like before I met Aaron, like I was doing a lot of things to meet people, like going out. And then before I became a Christian, like I was doing all like the worldly things, like I was at the bars and I was going to games and like doing whatever, hanging out at the beach to meet people. So like a dating app for me personally would like never even cross my mind because it was like, why would I do that? Like it almost made it made the pool like overwhelming to me.
Yeah, it is overwhelming for sure. Because there's just like there's so many people. And it's like I don't know if this is actually a thing. It probably is a thing where they like categorize people. I think it's a thing for Tinder. I don't know if it's a thing for all the other dating apps, but they like categorize you in like, oh, you only get like a certain amount of likes per however many hours you've been on it. So like you get put in like a category of like, I guess the best way to describe it is like if you're like a 7, you get in a category with a bunch of 7s, or if you're a 10, you get put in the category with a bunch of 10s, but like you could still be in another category. It's kind of weird, but it's like clearly not like biblical.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry. That's the laundry alarm. Resume.
And there's no like um what was I saying? There's no we're not saying it's like a bad thing. Like people find their spouses through online dating all the time, right? But I think you have to get to the point to where are you using it as a control thing? Like are you controlling the situation? Are you trying to control your own destiny in a sense? Like control who you want to date, who you not? Or are you just, you know, doing what the Holy Spirit told you to do? Like if he told you like, hey, use the dating app and go on a date with so and so that you find on there, then cool, do it. Like, you do you. But at least for me, at the end of the day, it was I had to relinquish my control to know, my control to date who I wanted to date, and just kind of like do one of these. I'm like, all right, Lord, like I'm riding on the roller coaster, you're driving, you know, take me where you want. And it ended up working out for me,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I before I had met Aaron, I did Aaron Koo's. Wow, ooh, they're getting a little close there. Sorry, Nanner Duck's girlfriend just like fell on him.
Great.
Anyways, I did her Bible study, and
Who is these people?
Erin Koo goes to our church. She's incredible. She has this amazing Bible study. And I was part of the pilot for her Bible study, which was like incredible. And I finished it a couple of weeks before I like started having feelings for Erin. And the cool thing about it is there was a section in there about, she called it location. So it was where to meet your person. And one of the pieces in there was online dating. So like, is that a thing? And she wasn't for it, but she wasn't against it. She like was very clear about that. But what she did say is pray to God about location. So pray that he is going to put you in positions and places to meet that person. Because we want to meet them organically. We want to meet them naturally. And to me, on like an app is a little bit forced, especially coming from a women's perspective. You're taking it out of God's hands, and you're actually starting to take it out of the man's hands, because you're putting yourself out there first. It's like liking that person's photo or however it works, swiping,
or allowing them to.
That's you basically. It's the equivalent to you going up to the person physically and asking them out, or asking them to hang out, or asking them for your number as a woman. So that's why, like, for me personally, because we did talk about that, like, oh, should we go do a dating app? But I was like, no, like, why would I need to do a dating app when I can just ask the Lord to put me in the right place at the right time?
Ooh, that's good.
So I think, in my opinion, the dating apps take a little bit of the trust that you have in the Lord to do what he says that he'll do. And it takes it out of his hands and it puts it in your own. So now you're working in your own authority at that point, and you're no longer working under God. Because it really is that simple. God, will you place me in the right place? Give me the right opportunities to meet my spouse. And if you believe it, he will do that. 100%. I mean, that's what he did with me. Literally, I prayed that prayer, and he put me in the perfect position to be seen by Aaron. Like, it couldn't have been more perfect that morning.
Yeah, ditto.
So
that's good.
That's just, and again, if you're going to do the dating app thing, really ensure that it's not because you're trying to control the situation or speed things up. I think a lot of the time we forget that all we really need to do is ask him, and he will provide. So, like, if we're using a dating app, like, we kind of take the asking part out.
Yeah, totally. I think you said it beautifully. It's a trust issue. Not to say that, dating apps are bad, but is the reason why you're using the dating app bad? And that's up for you and the Holy Spirit to decide together. If you feel this like uncomfortable feeling in the pit of your stomach, or an uncomfortable feeling in your heart about it, that's basically the Holy Spirit checking you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to that. Listen to the uncomfortableness, and listen to the random, like, he wants you to jump out in faith, right? You can't please God without faith. So exercise the faith muscle and not your control muscle.
Exactly. Because imagine this, like, even if you did meet your spouse on a dating app and it went really, really well for you, you're like 1 in a million that it worked out for. Wouldn't it have been so cool if you waited on the Lord's timing and you guys actually had an opportunity to meet in person? Like, think of the story that would have given, and I'm not saying that the app was a bad thing at all, but like, think about the story that the Lord wants to create for your life. And does he want to create it through an online app that's like AI generated that gives people likes and swipes? Or does he want to put you out in the world as a disciple of Christ and give you a story.
Oh.
Because God isn't just basic, right? He's not an app.
Ooh.
So go higher, think higher, want more. Like, no, Lord, I want you to give me a story. I want a story that I could put on my wedding website that people will fall to tears listening to. And my story of how I met my person will give others faith in the Lord.
Dang, son. Yeah, that's awesome.
But again, you do whatever the Holy Spirit tells you to do, but these are just things that we're putting into your mind to prompt you if you are feeling like downloading that app.
Yeah, think about it, And if you are using it right now, then and you feel like that you shouldn't be, then no worries. Then just, hit the X, hold it for a second on your app, because I know how it works, and then press that X, and then that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
We're
just encouraging you guys to pray righteous prayers.
Yeah.
Pray for the things that you want and believe that God can do more than you ever thought possible. In your dating life, in marriage. He exceeded my expectations.
Why not yours?
Yep.
He did it for us. He do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, great job.
You too.
That was solid.
Yeah. I want to share the book that I started reading.
The book?
Guys, okay. So this is actually a full circle moment of my life. So I'm an unvaccinated human. Just putting that out there. And the lady that started all of this, my parents used to listen to her on her radio show in like the 90s. And her name is Dr. Laura Scheschlinger. Wow. I don't know if I said that right or not. Sorry about that. But she's super cool, and she used to do like vaccine schedules, and she was one of the first people that used to like talk about it not being a good thing for parents who didn't want it. And it's really cool because my dad, I remember sitting in the car, listening to her with my dad. And she'd also talk a lot about marriage and God and things like that. Because she does come from a biblical standpoint. So I got her book. It's called The Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands.
This is not a sponsorship, by the way.
No, it's not. But it's just a really good book. She talks a lot about love and respect. So
ooh, that's a good book.
That's a really good book. But this one's just another helpful tool for the ladies out there who we always want to keep learning, right? So it's our duty in marriage and in anywhere, for me in nutrition, I'm always trying to learn, where's the next book? Where's the next online thing? That's what I'm doing at work is I'm trying to teach myself more. So even in marriage, can I get the next good book and glean from something new and learn something new that I can be doing for my husband, or just helpful reminders? So I highly recommend this book. She does a lot of scenarios with her and her clients and goes through a lot of conversations. So it's actually extremely entertaining for me being a practitioner to kind of read what I go through every day, but more on a marriage topic. So highly recommend it. The Proper Care and Feeding of Husbands.
Because we're special creatures, we need proper care and feed.
Mm-hmm. You guys are little...
We're like little animals.
Yeah, little chinchillas that need to be fed their seeds in their cage.
Chinchillas is absolutely insane. I am a chinchilla.
Yeah.
Deep down. It's my spirit
They
animal,
bite, though, actually. You're not very much a chinchilla. So you're too nice for that.
I'm a golden retriever.
Yeah, basically.
Anyways.
That's pretty much what we got for you guys today. I hope...
Do
that was
good,
helpful.
Be good.
Yeah.
God bless. Go Bills.
And don't forget to leave a comment because we really appreciate interacting with you guys.
Yeah.
If you have questions and things that you really want us to talk about, please let us know. You can even message us privately and let us know through our Instagram, which we'll link down here if you don't want the question being public. Or comment, let us know what you liked. Let us know what you didn't like.
Share with your friends.
so we can improve, because that's the whole thing about being in the kingdom. Like, we always want to improve. So hit us up on our Instagrams, link down below. We love you guys. Happy Sunday.
We'll see you on the next video.
Boo Chiefs.
Boo Chiefs.
Boo Chiefs.
Later, guys.
Bye.